Everyone knows that owning real estate is one of the most effective ways to build your wealth and cash flow. But what keeps most people from investing in real estate is the money. If you ask the average person on the street, they tell you, yeah, I'd love to make money flipping houses, or I'd love to own some real estate properties for passive income, but I just don't have the money to do it. If that's you, and money's the reason you've been sitting on the sidelines, putting your financial freedoms on hold, then I have good news for you. What you may not know is that there are millions of dollars readily available right now to help you start investing in real estate and start transforming your financial future. And in this upcoming 30-day intensive training class, I'll show you exactly how to get access to this money and then use it to safely build wealth in real estate for yourself and your family. I'm Angela Gregg, and for the past 15 years, my husband Mike and I have been leveraging various sources of cheap capital to complete well over 100 real estate deals all across the United States. You may have seen some of our properties on HGTV's House Hunters. Now, some of these houses we've bought and remodeled and flipped for profit. Others we've held on to for passive rental income. But the truth is that very rarely throughout the entire 15 years, we used any of our own money to do it. Now, how is this even possible? Well, that's going to be the focus of this 30-day intensive. We'll be meeting live online twice a week for 30 days. And in the first class session, I'm going to walk you through our entire approach, and I'll show you how powerful it can be when you leverage other people's money to invest in real estate. You'll see how it allows you to get in the game now rather than later, and building wealth a whole lot faster than if you were trying to save up and buy houses and use your own money. And then in the remaining sessions, I'm going to walk you through not one, not two, but 7 different sources of money that I use to invest with and that you can begin to use. One of those sources is hard money, which are short-term loans specifically for real estate investors. There are hard money lenders in your area right now, ready to lend on good investment deals. They don't care if your credit score is good. They don't care if it's bad or somewhere in between. All they care about is the value of the property relative to the purchase price. Next, you're going to learn how to use Subject to. This is my favorite financing strategy. This is where you're going to take the ownership of a property, leaving the existing mortgage in place, and then flipping that property for a quick profit or renting it out for monthly cash flow. A third source is seller financing, where we're borrowing money directly from a homeowner instead of a bank. This is one of the simplest ways to pick up a great investment property. But in a lot of cases, you're going to need to know how to explain it to the homeowner. Now, I've done this more times than I can count, and I'll break it down for you, and I'll show you exactly what to say so you can have these conversations in full confidence. Then we're going to cover lease options. This is a powerful strategy that allows you to start earning monthly cash flow on properties you don't even own, and then ultimately profit from the sale of those properties down the road. Now, no, you don't need a real estate license to do this. Ask me how I know. I don't have one. You just need a simple agreement that you're going to get along with the class and a little bit of know-how to go along with it. Then we'll cover private money. This is when you partner with wealthy people in your area and use their money to fund your investment deals. Just 2 or 3 relationships with people like this can open an entire world of opportunity for you as an investor. When you've got good investment deals, they can typically wire money to your account in as little as 48 hours to allow you to close on that deal. And that speed gives you a tremendous advantage. I'm going to show you how I created many relationships like this and built a pool of several $100,000s that I invest with. We'll talk about crowdfunding, which has become an incredible option for real estate investors in recent years. With crowdfunding, you're allowing people around the world to chip in and fund your real estate investments. We're going to walk through the best crowdfunding sites to use right now, and I'll show you how to craft your pitch in a way that allows you to raise all the capital you need. And finally, I'm going to show you how to build a business line of credit, which is just like having a huge credit card, but a lot lower interest rate than a credit card. When you find a great investment property, wouldn't it be nice to just pull out your checkbook and write a check for the purchase? Well, this is one way to do it. Those are 7 sources of money that are available to you right now, and that we'll be going through in full detail on the 30-day intensive. You're gonna understand how and when to use each of these 7 sources, and you can ask all the questions you want along the way. Now, if you notice, none of the 7 sources involved getting a conventional loan from a bank. That's one source of capital that we won't be covering in the 30-day intensive. Because if you've ever applied for a bank loan, you know the underwriting process can be a big pain. It can take 30 to 45 days to complete, and a lot of times the best real estate deals are gone by then. So we're gonna be focused entirely on funding sources that are much faster, more flexible than a traditional bank. Now, I don't know about you, but I learn best when I'm able to see examples. So throughout the 30 days, I'm gonna walk you through several real estate deals that I've completed using these 7 funding sources. Now, with each deal we look at, I'm gonna take you through the entire process, start to finish, from how we found the deal to how we funded the deal and secured the money to how we closed on the property and we either flipped it or we rented it out for monthly income. By the end of this 30-day intensive, my goal is to help you identify your first or your next investment property, to show which of the 7 sources you're gonna use to fund that deal and get well on your way to closing on it and creating a life-changing profit. And that's the knowledge you can take with you for the rest of your life. So if you have any desire to invest in real estate now or in the future, then I strongly encourage you to reserve your spot on this 30-day intensive. Just choose one of the options at the bottom of the page, complete the sign-up form, and we'll secure your spot right now. You'll get a confirmation email with all the details you need to join each class session. And you'll be able to download a special bonus toolkit that comes along with the class. Just imagine what it's gonna feel like when money's not an obstacle anymore. When you know you're backed by all the money you need to get started in real estate and buy a great investment property that comes your way. I can tell you firsthand, this is a game changer. Real estate has transformed my life and my family's life, and it can do the same for you. I'm excited to help you get started. Take a second now to enroll, and I'll see you in the first class.